Barcelona fans might think Real Madrid gets more penalties than them, but they're actually wrong. In today's news, we'll discuss why Real Madrid having the most penalties might not actually tell the full picture, review all the matches from yesterday around the world, not just in the Champions League, and then cover exactly what's going on in Thomas Partey's legal case. As you probably know, after leaving Arsenal to join Villarreal this summer, Thomas Partey was charged with 5 counts of in 1 count of sexual assault. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy that all this broke just after he left Arsenal, but these offenses were reported to happen back in 2021 and 2022. All of this is exactly why he was spotted at a London courthouse yesterday. In town for a Champions League match against Tottenham, which Villarreal lost 1-0, Thomas Partey visited the Southwark Crown Court for a plea hearing. He pleaded not guilty, and now the trials will take place in November of 2026. Now, another player back in England is Kevin De Bruyne, with Napoli set to take on Manchester City tonight. And after seeing these photos, I think I gotta take my ass to Naples because this man's glow up gotta be studied. I mean, look at this guy. He's looking like he's ready to drop an absolute masterclass. Elsewhere, Barcelona take on Newcastle, and with Yamal out injured, Rashford has a chance to come back to England and show the world what's good again. And that's exactly what Vitor Roque is doing down in Brazil right now. We'll talk about the Champions League and those penalty stats in a second, but yesterday, River took on Palmeiras in the Copa Libertadores quarterfinals, and Vitor Roque got the match winner. Despite River dominating possession and having like 17 shots to Palmeiras' 8, they still lost. Vitor Roque now has 8 goals and 3 assists in just 14 starts. Remember, he's still just 20 years old. He isn't the only famous striker in the Americas to score last night though, because in North America, Heung-min Son scored his first ever hat trick. Obviously not his whole career, but for LAFC, he now has 5 goals in his last 4 matches. Now, the Champions League was lit yesterday, but the most surprising result came in the EFL Cup. Forest leading Swansea 2-1 in stoppage time and still somehow walking away with an L had Ange Postecoglou looking like he just saw his ex with another dude. I mean, it looks like he's trying to be nonchalant like a guy over in Bayern, but bro, it's not working. About this guy though, he is something else. I swear, bro is a baller. Bayern beat Chelsea 3-1, but I swear it could have been like double that. To think Jamal Musiala and Alphonso Davies aren't even fit and playing in the team is actually pretty impressive. If I'm being honest, I've never really looked at Kompany as like an elite manager, but if he has a really good season and like wins the Champions League, I might need to reconsider. What I know isn't about to change though is the way I look at Diego Simeone, and that's not even a bad thing. I mean, what would we do without this man? Getting rage baited so bad by Liverpool fans, you get sent off, and then in the press conference, you walk out of the room after being asked too many questions about it is exactly what I want to see, bro. Football needs this. The match ended 3-2 after Diego Forlan somehow came out of retirement and scored 2 goals before Van Dijk called game with a header. Salah's goal was so impressive, but for Isak, we'll have to wait until this weekend at the earliest to see him score, unlike Marcus Thuram. Not that he made his debut, but he absolutely ran the show against Ajax. He scored 2 great headers, and I swear he could have gotten more. PSG honestly should have put 7 past Atalanta, but I'm sure Luis Enrique has all the notes after watching the game from his new favorite spot. Anyways, earlier in the week, as you probably remember, Real Madrid beat Marseille with that penalty which had everyone talking. Penaldo, Mbappe. But even though, as you can see, Real Madrid do have the most penalties awarded in Champions League history, they've also played far more games. Barcelona, who sit 3rd in the normal list, actually jump up ahead of Bayern and Real Madrid. La Liga is a different story, but hey, this is actually kind of interesting. Anyways, that's all the news, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.